What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be taking a look at 5 cards that we could be potentially seeing in the coming days or weeks in the Futties promo. As you all know, Futties is officially started last Friday in FIFA 21. We are on Team 1. Each team is a 2-week promo, so Team 1 will be out for 2 weeks, and Team 2 will be out for another 2 weeks, and potentially a Team 3. We don't know yet, but we do know there will be at least 2 teams. So I'm going to go over 5 cards that we could be potentially seeing the rest of the way of Futties. Right, guys, so starting off, prediction number 1, this Ansu Fati was an extremely popular card. He had a Player of the Month and also got a Future Stars card. This was a card that it seems like everyone who had the La Liga, Spain, Barcelona, anything like that that could fit this Ansu Fati Player of the Month card in their team at the start of the game had this card. Absolute meta beast, ridiculous card. One of the best cards in the game early on in FIFA 21, early on in the cycle. And I would not be surprised in the slightest if we were to see a card like this released within the coming days. Because it was just such a very popular card, and of course that is what the Futties promo is based on, is popular cards, most used cards. So Ansu Fati for me is number 1 of cards that we could see in the coming days. Joao Felix is our number 2 for the prediction for the Futties cards. If you had that Player of the Month card, I think it was November, if you had that Player of the Month card, you know just how broken he was, and he just had a card, the Festival of Football, Road to the Final, Path to Glory, whatever they're calling them. He did have one of those, but unfortunately Portugal were knocked out in the first round of the Euro 2020, so his card did not receive a single upgrade, but he was still one of the most popular cards, one of the more expensive cards from that promo. And with that being said, I think Joao Felix, with the Player of the Month and all the hype that surrounds him as a player at Atletico Madrid, I think he could be one of the cards that we see in Futties. Could be a very expensive SBC, and not only that, this is a card that has been leaked. It has been put out into the community by a couple of notable leakers, so we could potentially see this. I don't know personally if we will or not. There's been other leakers that have been saying that we will and won't see it, so I don't know. But again, this is a card that I think we really should be getting. It is endgame, and this is a 5-star skill move card that would be a very fun card to use at this stage of the game. On to number 3, the goalkeeper, Nick Pope. This one pained me a lot to make because we all know, playing in Foot Champs every weekend, seeing gold Nick Pope up until even past Team of the Year, seeing this guy in net, you knew you were in for a long game in front of goal. This card was the most popular goalkeeper in the game, and it's not even close. His inform when it came out, people were saying that it wasn't quite as good as his gold card, but I think it was the nostalgia's sake, the little mini short-term nostalgia's sake. But everyone held onto that gold card for as long as they could, and there are still people that use his gold card and his inform. This is a card that I think will, without a doubt, get released. It was one of the most popular cards all year. If you were to make a most popular 11, he'd be the goalkeeper, no doubt. Ridiculous card through all of FIFA for one reason or another. I don't know if it was his body type, his height. He is very tall. I believe he was like 6'7" or something. I don't know what it was about this card that made it so broken, but it was the best goalkeeper in the game. There's no arguing that fact. He's broken for some reason, whatever. But I think there's no doubt that we see a Nick Pope either objective or an SBC at some point through the remainder of Futties. Now, Gravenberch moves in at the number 4. This was another very popular card. It was one of the foundation milestone objectives. It was a very overpowered card at the start of the game when these objectives came out. And, of course, they gave us the strong link with Kleber up the right side, or the perfect link, sorry. And they gave us that link up the right side. They gave us Van Bergen, the right winger, as well, to link with these players. So it was just an unbelievable right side, and a lot of people use this Gravenberch because he was a meta free beast, not even a meta cheap beast, a meta free beast. He was free, one of the milestone cards, and genuinely was one of the best cards. He was like the Hullet gang early on. He was the Dutch Hullet that a lot of people were calling him at the start of the year. So Gravenberch, I think, could get an SBC or an objective style of card at some point throughout Futties. I don't see how he wouldn't. It was arguably, I would say, probably a top 3 midfielder that we would see regularly in teams up until Team of the Year when other cards started dropping due to the Team of the Year crash. But this Gravenberch card will cause so many problems in the midfield during Foot Champs for the last month and a half or so that we have left of the cycle. And moving into the 5th and last spot for this video, for this Futties prediction video, Paulo Dybala was one of the best valued SBCs we've had all year. A lot of people still actually do use his Moments card. He's a 91 rated Moments card. 3-star weak foot did kind of kill the card just a bit, but nonetheless, very, very good card. And I think he, with the value that was provided with that SBC and the amount of people that did that SBC, could be getting a card, and I believe this could get up to a 5-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot. The 4-star weak foot is a big one at this time of year for Central players. I think this could be a card that we are all but guaranteed to see at some point throughout the rest of the promo. Will be a very fun card. A lot of people have the Team of the Year Cristiano Ronaldo. I know I packed them myself out of my second player pick. The second Footies pick I did, Team of the Year Cristiano Ronaldo. So this would be a card that would make a lot of sense for EA to put in the game, whether he's a winger or a central player. It wouldn't matter. Putting Paulo Dybala with a 4-star weak foot, 5-star skills up top next to Ronaldo, it would be a ridiculous pairing. It's the meta dream all over again. Right, guys, so that is my Footies prediction, the 5 cards I think we could, should, and will see throughout the remainder of Footies, maybe at least Team 1, if not into Team 2. I'm going to do another one of these videos, so if you are new to the channel, make sure you smash the subscribe button and like on this video. Let me know in the comment section down below who you think deserves a Footies card, if you think there are other players in the game that deserve one. I know a lot of personal fan favorites, like a Renato, Sanchez, could potentially make the cut for the next video. We'll see. Guys, thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace, fellas.